arrived at Module 3. This section, we're going to deal with dealing with discouragement. We're going to talk about no's, maybes, and not yet. And also, the key of sales is follow up. Dealing with rejection is one of the key things why people hate sales. No one likes to be rejected. However, if we are doing our research, communicating to the right target audience, we narrow our chances of getting rejected. Okay, so here we come to no's. A no is a no. If you ask a question and people are not interested, a no is a no. Walk away. Often people say no because they're not interested, they don't have time, they don't have the money. However, if they do say no and you say, can I contact you at a later date? If they say yes, then put that down in your CRM. If they say, I'm not in a place to talk about this right now, can you contact me in 6 months' time? Put in your note, contact in 6 months' time. If someone adamantly says no, then they are not your ideal customer anyway, and you really don't want to be spending time on a no. Okay? So now we're going to talk about maybes. Maybes are that category where sometimes people need to get to know you. They need to know more about you. They need to know about your service. They need to know costs. They need to know lead times. They have all these questions to know what your business is about and where you're coming from. At that stage, it is still key to write information down. Every call you make, write information down, okay? Because you can always follow up later. If you have an email, you can email people. Email, introduce yourself, and then further down the line, you can nurture that person, that contact, and say, listen, we're doing this, we're doing that, hope to see you there if you're doing an event or something. So it's really keeping in touch. Sales is all about relationship. We've heard when people say, people buy from people, and that is so, so true. How many of us has gone into a shop, we didn't need to buy anything, but we bought something because someone was really nice to us and they were just brilliant at what they were doing, and you think, okay, I'm just going to buy this pencil. I'm just going to buy something because they were so nice to us. How many times have we done that? That is a really good sales process. So in the same way that we're customers, have a look at the time next time you've bought something. Did someone take the time to build a relationship with you? Did someone take the time to introduce you to their product? And did they actually follow up? I had a situation where I was selling my flat and I had the managing director of a national chain of estate agents, and he was very charming with my family and said, yes, we can sell your flat. However, the only other call I got from him was his assistant called to check my address and my contact details were right. I never got a call after that ever again. The guys that actually sold my flat were guys that I had contacted about 2 or 3 years before. And every 6 months, they called me to say, are you now ready to sell your flat? And that was such a great sales process. It made me feel special. And I was thinking, goodness, if they are contacting me to sell my flat, what are they going to be like in selling my flat? Finally, they sold my flat because I was confident that they were following up their sales calls. So not yet. Quite often, people say not yet because it isn't relative to them right now, or they do not have a budget right now. In fact, they're still going through their business and they got plans down the pipeline. They've got time. In a year's time, maybe they have something that would be of interest in what you're selling. So on the not yet, again, like the maybes, put down the details, but keep in touch. Keeping in touch lets people know that you are interested and you are serious about your business. You are out there. You are interested in them as a customer. That personal attention speaks volumes. So often, even when we're making inquiries about certain jobs to be done, whether it's a plumber or electrician, or how often do you get a follow-up call? That is a really good example of assessing whether someone is really interested in you as a customer. Okay, right now I am going to talk about discouragement. I cannot talk about sales without talking about discouragement. Even the best salespeople have their days when it's a bit discouraging. So how do you manage that? I would say how I've done it in the past is, if I'm not in my best frame of mind to do a call, I will just proactively use that time to do research. I will proactively use that time to follow up customers. People that I had a good rapport with, I would follow those up. Have a touch base, introduce what you're doing. If you introduce something new recently, send some marketing material. When people do not get a follow-up call, often you're not in their radar. And if you're not in their radar, you're less likely to make a sale. So make that time effective and use it to concentrate on other parts of the sales process. Maybe there's networking contacts that you haven't followed up. You met them 3 months ago. Why not give them a call today? That's still a call. Call them, find out how they're doing. Is there anything I can help with? Follow up, follow up, follow up.